Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at some leaked armor coming to Prodigy, so let's get into the video. Alright, so we have about 4 leaked armor sets that we are going to be looking at, along with some headgear, so let's go ahead and look at those. Alright, so here's the first one. This is called Icon Hat 269. So it sort of looks like it has some peppers, sort of like earrings on the sides of it. It also has some leaves up here. It looks pretty good. We also have what it's going to look like when you're wearing it. So it has a little bit of like sparkles here, and these definitely do sort of look like peppers, as I had said. Now we also have the boots for them. This is what they're going to look like. So they sort of have the sparkles that we saw in this one. You can see the sparkles sort of here. I'm not really sure what these are going to be for. These are what they're going to look like when you're wearing them. I think they look pretty cool. Now there's also a wand for it. This is what it looks like. It sort of looks fire themed. It still has the sparkles on like the sides. We can't see what this is going to look like when you're wearing it because they split up parts of the outfits for in the assets because it's like animated and stuff, so they have to split it up some. But this is what the icon's going to look like. And then we also have the wand, which sort of looks like a dagger, and this is what it's going to look like when you're wearing it. So it still sort of looks like a pepper. Now this next one, I can't decide if it's supposed to be astral or storm themed, but this is what the hat's going to look like. This sort of looks like a lightning bolt, but the colors sort of seem astral based, so I really don't know what the theme or what element this is supposed to be associated with. Here's what it's going to look like when you're wearing it. So I think that this looks super cool. I really like how it looks. We also have the boots for it. So there's a electric symbol or storm symbol right here, and then these are sort of look like wings in a way. I don't really know what they're supposed to be, but here is what they're gonna look like when you're wearing them. Pretty much the exact same as the icon, except they took away the lightning bolts. We also have the armor, which I think looks super cool. I think the blue that they're using looks really good. And then we have some more of like the electric bolts up here, so I guess this is probably going to be storm themed, not astral. And then we have the wand, which looks like another dagger, sort of like the fire one that we had seen, or maybe pepper one. It's not confirmed to be fire based, but this one looks super cool. And then here is here's what it's going to look like when you're wearing it. So I really like the colors on this, and I think that it looks really good. Now we also have this one, which sort of seems shadow themed. I don't really know what this is supposed to look like. There's sort of like these X's here, which I guess could be eyes, and these sort of look like cat ears, but I don't know why it would be upside down. I feel like this hat is going to look pretty weird, unless it's going to be on the top of the head. But yeah, I think it's just going to look pretty weird. This is what it's going to look like when you're wearing it. So you can see that there's like stuff missing up here. So this is why I think that it's going to be on the bottom of your head, sort of like covering your cheeks in a way. So I think this is going to be pretty weird. These do look like cat ears, and these do look like eyes. These sort of look like teeth, and I think this one doesn't look too good in a way. Now we also have the boots for them, which do look a lot better. These sort of have like a gold sort of thing up here. I kind of thought that they sort of kind of looked like a shadow dragon thing, based on the pattern right here, which I sort of thought looked like an egg, but I don't think that it's going to be for anything in Dragon Isle. And then this is what the boots are going to look like when you're wearing them. Now we also have this outfit, which sort of looks like one of the things that is in Dragon Isle, one of the helmets that sort of has the yellow eye that looks very similar to this one. I think this outfit looks pretty cool. I don't think it's going to be associated with Dragon Isle at all. Now there's also this one tier which looks like a hammer. It has that eye again right here, and it has that same sort of pattern that we saw on the boots. And then here is what it's going to look like when you're wearing this. I think this looks super good. It's very detailed. It looks a lot better than the icon, and yeah, I think it looks very good. Now moving on to this next one. This one sort of is like pirate themed. You can see that there's this coral here, and this looks like a pirate hat. And then this is what it's going to look like when you're wearing it. So it looks very similar to the icon that we saw. This will go on the top of your head based off of the fact that there's nothing down here. Really all that they added from the icon is just this patch of blue down here. Now these are what the boots are going to look like. It sort of looks like there's something living on the boots. I don't know what they're called, but we also have what they're going to look like when you're wearing them. So they look pretty much the exact same. Now here is the outfit for it, which I think looks pretty good. We have some like coral on the shoulders, and yeah, I think it looks nice. And then here is the wand for it. We have some like coral and rust up at the top, and then we have this steering wheel for like a boat. And then here is what it's going to look like when you're wearing it. So I think this one looks pretty good as well. So I don't know what these are going to be for. I was kind of thinking that they could have been for Dragon Isle, as I said, but I don't really think that they're going to be. I don't really know what else they could be for unless they're in some festival, which I don't really think that they seem festival themed at all. Which means that the only other thing that I could think of them being is inside of here as one of the limited time offers that they do. I don't think that there are any going right now. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. But that's about the only other thing that I could think that these are going to be used for, which would be a little disappointing. I guess they could also be used as some of the rewards for hard mode, because we did get the warped mushrooms for Firefly Forest. I don't think that we got an ice themed outfit today, so that's another reason why I don't think it's going to be for hard mode. But we did get a storm themed one, it looked like. We did get a water themed one, and probably a fire themed one. The other one seemed shadow themed, so that sort of leads me to think that these aren't for hard mode, but I don't really know yet. Now we also got this pet gear, which is pretty interesting. It sort of looks like the wood thing that the Puppet Master holds, that's like used to control puppets or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but this sort of seems like it's going to be shadow themed. We also have this one, which is like a hat that has dragon wings on it. The previous one was a hat, by the way, as well. Now we also have this one, which is just sort of like a hat with a feather on it, and it also looks like there's a sea star right here. And then we have this one, which is also a pet hat. It has the astral symbol on it, and then it looks like there's a constellation or something on it, which sort of makes me feel like this could be for Starlight Festival, but none of the other stuff that we're seeing looks like it will be for Starlight Festival. One thing that could be true is that this is supposed to go with the shadow outfit that I showed. This would go with the fire outfit I showed. This one, I guess, would go with the pirate outfit I showed, and then this one would go with the storm one, which was sort of why I was thinking that the storm outfits could have been astral themed, but I don't really know. We also have this, which is a pet relic. It looks like the lock that we see when you haven't placed down all the keystones. So it's like locking off part of the academy. There's also this one, which I don't know what this is supposed to be. It sort of looks like one of those things that they use in hypnosis to like as a spiral. There's also this one, which sort of looks like claws from a dinosaur is what I thought when I first saw it. And then we have this one, which sort of looks like another lock with some like fire or like a wing right here, sort of. I don't know what any of these are going to be for. They don't seem to have anything to do with the pet hats that I showed. And then the final few things that we're going to look at are in the metadata. There was a new spell added today called Astral Shock. It has a damage of 3, an accuracy of 50%, which is extremely low. I think the previously lowest amount was 75%, and that was on a 5 hits team, like one of the ones that does 5 hits to each of your opponents. I don't know what makes this spell super different. The only thing I can see is single, but I think that would normally have the accuracy about 80%, so I don't know why this one's at 50. It has a warm-up of 1 and a cooldown of 1, which I think is sort of different from the other 5-hit spells, but it also has an accuracy speed bonus of negative 25.5. I don't know what these accuracy speed bonus things that they're starting to add into spells are supposed to be for. I don't think there's anything else that's super interesting about this spell, but I don't know what wand it's supposed to be for. None of the wands or relics or pets got updated to have this spell, so as of now it's not a usable spell. Also, the Sharky Buddy, they took away the part of it that says obtained during Summerfest, so now it says stop Sharky time. And then for the dolphin, they took away the part that says sold during Summerfest, so now it says your friends will flipper when they see this cute dolphin. So maybe the Sharky Buddy and dolphin are going to be obtainable outside of Summerfest. I don't really see why they'd remove that, although they do seem to be removing that part of the descriptions for every single one of the buddies' armor in the game, so it could just be for that reason, and I'm looking into it a little too much. But yeah, that is going to go ahead and end the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and bye.